UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. Yes, indeed. Good evening. Welcome to Spirit Quest Live with your host, Paul Francis. And welcome to this beautiful night. So, where are you tonight? Normally I've got people waiting for me in the chat room. And there we go. Already, look, see, I turn my head away for 2 seconds. Emma Lorma sneaks in. Emma, hi. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. And as I was about to say, this late spring evening, I'm just looking out the windows of the studio to blue skies. Still light, by the way, over here in the UK. So we've got still daylight, and we're just gone just after 9 p.m. So we're rapidly heading into that summertime. So Pamela has joined us. Hi, Pamela. Welcome to the show. Tina, Julie, Anne. There's Anne. Hey, Anne. Welcome. Well, Anne's a newbie. She's a newbie. Welcome, Anne. Trudy is hiding. You're hiding from daylight, more likely. So if you just joined us and you're new to YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the like button. Boom. Smash that like button for me, please. But subscribe and then click the little bell icon. So every time we release a show, you won't have to go looking for it. It's just going to go, hey, Paul's live. Boom. There you go. Liked and shared already, says Tina. Lynn's just joined us. Welcome to the show, Lynn. Good evening, and lovely to see you as always. And Lynn keeps me on my toes. Have you done this? Have you done that? So on and so forth. Usually I haven't done this and I haven't done that because I'm usually chasing myself. In fact, I got up the other day, went out the door, and there's myself standing on the waiting coming in. Past myself coming in through the door. Richard's joined us. Good evening, Richard. Welcome to the show. As always, good to see you. So what are we going to talk about tonight? Because you guys control the whole of the ideal of Spirit Quest, the journey of life, I've had a couple of different messages come through today on what people would like to talk about, and so I'll throw those concepts to you momentarily. Faye says, Faye's here, by the way. Hey, Faye, hello, my love. Don't forget, we'll be sending you out a link to come and join us momentarily. I want to do it earlier because usually when I bring Faye and Roger in, it seems to be like 10 minutes left to the show, but I usually bring them in fairly early, but it just seems to rocket so fast. Having two mediums at your beck and call is probably not a bad ideal, really. So make sure that you guys have questions for us, what you'd like to talk about, questions about maybe the process, questions about you want to know about things that are going on around you. You've had the format by now. Hey, aloha, my brother. Welcome to the show. I was going to learn how to say that in Spanish and try and get the whole Spanish thing down and try and look cool. But your accents with your Irish, your Irish accent never stays Irish. It starts off top of the morning, but it sounds like a drunk Scotsman by the end of it. Emma says, I would like to hear about your story. The do with the book cover. Oh, right. Yes, indeed. Yes, I'll tell you what I'll do. I will bring that. Emma, great idea. Okay, I will go through that story when I bring Roger and Faye on, and then what I'll ask Faye to do. I don't actually have any books in the office anymore. They're sold out. I'll ask Faye to hold the book cover up to the camera so you guys get to see it up close so you'll understand the story. It's an amazing story, and I will share that with you. Emma, thank you for that. That's a really cool idea. One little thing I'd like to discuss, though, is I had it brought to me today about, has anybody won the competitions yet? No. Reason being is the competition was bring in, 10, 20, 30 people to the show. Okay. And bringing 10 people, 20 people, 30 people to subscribe to the show will win you merchandise. It will win you invitations to come with me on paranormal investigations. It will win you even one-to-ones with me at the higher end of bringing people in. So the more people you guys bring in that actually subscribes and says, Emma brought me in, boom, then, basically Emma gets tick, 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 tick. And the more people that you bring in, the more ticks you get, the more opportunity you get to win stuff. So Ronnie had said, has anybody won? Nobody's won yet because obviously you haven't hit the figures yet. So let's restart that whole competition. Okay, so competition is quite simply this: you go out there and you get people to come and join the show. They come in, they basically subscribe to the show. Okay, they hit the bell icon and they say, for an example, if I'm just using Emma because I'm looking at her name. If they say Emma introduced me, okay, then myself, Lynn, and the rest of the team will look at that and they'll go, right, Emma has 1, 2, and she's 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, marks against her about people she's introduced, and they've all subscribed. Then the likelihood of you winning all of these or one of these, various bits and pieces that are going on with the show it's there. It's there for you to do. So what we ask is a kind of a balanced symbiotic relationship. So we ask you to get involved. So Roger and I do our shows every single week in, week out. We don't charge for what we do. So what we say is, hey, do us a favor, share the show, get it out there. All we ask you to do is share it on your Facebook page, but more importantly, share it with your friends and your family. Invite them to come in. Now, when you're sharing with your friends and family, get them to come across to the YouTube channel, get them to subscribe. You following me? Subscribe, get them to hit the bell icon, and get them to say your name. And there you go. You could be having merchandise, t-shirts, hats, books, downloads, invitations, one-to-ones. Oh, listen, let's go for it. Maria. Oh, my goodness gracious. Maria. Where have you been? I haven't seen you for ages. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Kathy Henley. Kathy, good to see you too. Welcome to the show, my love. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. So there we go. Introduction is easy. I can do it. Anyone can. I didn't win anything though. Lynn, you're on the team. You can't win. You're on the team. Right. Anyway, so moving forward. If you have any questions tonight, then please put them to me. Now, obviously, we had Emma's a question, and we'll definitely cover that one. So if you have any questions about processes or anything at all, do share it with me. Okay. And we will happily answer those particular questions. And I'll answer the questions when you want. And of course, then we'll get Roger and Faye to come in as well. And they will come and be part of the show answering questions. We have a lovely person saying, hey, Paul. Facebook user. Hi, Facebook user. I'd love to see your name. I don't know who you are. So come off Facebook, out of Facebook, into YouTube. At the top of YouTube, you'll see a little space bar, Paul Francis 111 or Paul Francis Medium, and it'll bring you back to the show, and you're in. Simple as that. Go for it. Pamela says Lynn needs a prize. She's awesome. She's in here working every call. She needs a raise too. I'm leaving the business to Lynn. I'm leaving the company to Lynn. Okay, so I'm retiring soon. So yeah, I'm actually going to retire in a few weeks. I'm leaving it all to Lynn. This is Paul Francis, the whole Paul Francis structure, the whole Paul Francis business, the books, the t-shirts, the downloads, the reads, all leaving it to Lynn. She's going, no. Pamela says retiring. Gina, hi Gina, how are you, honey? I do hope things are going better. Lovely to see you. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you, darling. We had a great time on your show a couple of weeks back. Just absolute ball. I actually went to bed at it was early in the morning, literally. I think the milkman and the postman were up, stressed, sending out our love and our healing to you, darling. Um, I know we know what you're going through. It's just really, really, really tough, and we're sending all our love out to you. Um, try and de-stress. I know it's dead easy for people to say. I say it myself. I hear myself saying it, and then people say to me, "Try and de-stress. Try and de-stress," and you can't. You know, so no, don't be sorry. I had a ball. And in fact, I'm looking forward to the next invitation. And in fact, what we should do is when you're de-stressed and when you're ready, we'll get you to come on the show. You know, so let's get you come on this show. You be the one. Getting all the questions for a change. Because your show is so slick and I'm like, oh, Nicola. Hi, Nicola. Good to see you, darling. Come out of Facebook, Nicola. Go on to YouTube. And I think a few people have posted the links to the YouTube in the chat room here already. Trudy, if you could just go up, Nicola, if you just go all the way up, you'll see a link to the YouTube and you can click on that. And then when you get into YouTube, hit subscribe, become part of the show. Enjoy it. Don't you dare retire, Mr. Francis. Oh, yeah. Really? There's going to come a day where I'm going to have to. You know, there's going to come a day where I'm going to say, right, we're at the end. This is the last show. I do hope it's not for a long, 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 long time. So don't worry. And we've got the TV show planned. We got the stage shows planned. So I won't be retiring just yet. But I just thought I'd wind you up. I'm going through a femoral bypass surgery in the morning, Tina. Wow. Really freaking out about it. I will be in the hospital for about 4 days. Tina, wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm going to bring that up on the chat so everybody can see. Relax. If you're going through the surgery, obviously it's been all prepped and well thought through, and you know everything's going to work out just fine. Just try and just I know what I got a call. Was it 3 weeks ago now? I got a call on the Friday to say, right, you need to be in the doctor's tomorrow. We're going to have surgery on you tomorrow. And that was the following day. I was going to cut that lump out of my tongue. So I know what you're going through, honey. We're sending you out all our love. Anne said, nope. I'm assuming she means nope, as in you're not retiring. I'm hoping that's what she means. As in, I don't know what she's actually got. Thank you, Trudy. Trudy's just shared with me. You're getting on a bit now. Thanks for that. There's my there's that pickup I was after. Nicola's in there. She is. Nicola, welcome. Oh, that's Nicola Durin from Ireland. Nicola, welcome to the show, darling. Good to see you. Now, Nicola, now that you're in YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button. Okay, click that subscribe button, click the little bell icon, and then you won't have to look for it anymore. It'll send you out information to say Paul's show's coming live. And Anne's giving me a hard time here now. Look, she's new to the family here, and she's giving us a hard time. So she's straight off the bat. She's gonna fit in with you lot straight away. You're already part of the family, Anne. You're fitting in just perfect. Angie Barrison's joined us. Good to see you, Angie. Welcome to the show. Trudy says I'm allowed because you're not older than me. I'm pretty confident you're not older than me. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you're not. Roger says, I think I'm on the right page. No, because you're on Facebook. Lynn says Paul is inviting everyone to join him on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search in type bar Paul Francis Medium, subscribe, hit the bell. Like I've just said all that, so she's writing it out for me. See, that's how much she's on the ball, you see. So let's go with these questions. Fire out these questions. Angie says, I'm listening from my hospital bed. Wow. Pamela Grass says, how old are you? I'm not telling you. Have a guess, Pamela. Okay, so I'll do a side on profile. And don't forget, the camera adds £10. How old do you think I? And she's gonna go looking now. You're gonna go and do a Google search, right? Or you're gonna go on a website or something and find out, because nothing's sacred anymore. So, how old do you think I am? I look dark hair still. How old do you think I am? Christine Mary, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Trudy says 27. That's because she's feeling guilty now. Thank you for that. Pamela says 42. I look 42? Really? Okay. Anybody else want to throw out some numbers there? There's Roger. He's in the house now. Roger is in the house. This house is clay. We say that in our house all the time. You're as young as you feel, Nicola says. Well, I'm around about 88. Energy is what it's all about. Bounding yourself with energy, clearing your mind of negative thoughts, opening yourself to a possible future, and keeping your mind focused on the law of attraction. Mary Erickson, thanks for that. There's that back down to earth with a bump, a large bump. Yes, I am 59 years old. And thank you. Love you. And who was it said 40? Anne said 49. Pamela says 42. I know Trudy was taking the Mickey at 27 because we knew each other at that age. Pamela said 42. So Pamela's my best friend now at the moment. Mary Erickson says 59. Oh, Julia says 50. That's 9 years off the toll. So thank you for that, Julia. You're up there. Christine says 16. What do you want? There are days I get up, I feel 16. I feel like I just, I go and do nutty things. I do. I believe age is just a number. It's just a number. And you're right. It's how you basically hold yourself in the eyes of yourself that's important, right? You guys know I do a lot of stuff in relation to self-motivation, positive reinforcement, life coaching, and loads of other stuff like that. So I can't teach it and not actually do it, can I? So I do a lot of stuff. I kind of I eliminate negativity from my life. I eliminate negative thinking. I've completely eliminated guilt from my life. Just don't have it around you. Don't carry it. And remember the possibility every single new day, every day. So tomorrow morning when you get up, you have the possibility of anything you want in that day to happen, all positive. Okay. Every day is a blank canvas. Okay. Every day is another opportunity for you to start and put your life into the position where you want it. When you send out to the universe and you say, I am good, I am a solid, I'm a loving and kind person, I deserve great things. Don't wean from that thought. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm a good person, I'm a kind person, I deserve great things. And then in the back of their mind, they're going, but I know I'm not going to get it. The universe goes, oh, you don't want it then? Fair enough. Like attracts like. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Like attracts like. So what you give off as energy, you attract as energy. So when you're giving off sadness and down and negativity, you're attracting that. Okay. So when you hold your head up and go, do you know what? I'm a good person. I deserve a damn good life. Do you know what? I am a very positive person. I'm going to have a great day. Then you're going to attract that energy. Anne says, I was born 69 BC. Yeah, Cleopatra. That's right. That's that. Anne's Cleopatra. So we just call her Cleo from now on. Richard, oh, he's trying to smooth you in there. Like he's gone, oh, I think you look about 52, Paul. He's hitting the smooth button there, and hey. I like you, Richard. I like you. Love, happiness, and gratitude. Exactly right, Trudy. A little bit of of love for yourself. That's what it's all about. If you don't love yourself, think about this, guys. If you don't love yourself, then how can you expect others to love you? Don't forget, if you're listening to me tonight on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM, coming from the beautiful city of New Orleans, then you're listening to me on UPRN Talk Radio. Yes, indeedy. The UPRN Talk Radio team are out there, and they have some great shows coming up for you today, tonight, and tomorrow. Make sure you stick around for my dear friends, Michelle and Amelia, with their show, The Outer Realms. And don't forget, of course, Roger and Faye, their show. This mug for you is coming out day after tomorrow, Saturday. Make sure you're around for that. Tina has jumped in. I've just seen Tina sneaking in the back door there. Tina, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Lynn says, age is just a number. You're in your second childhood. Do you know what, guys? Let me share something with you. I am blessed beyond blessed. Okay. I have an amazing family. I have my best friends, my friends. Okay. Kieran, colleague, Davey, Candy, Mark, all of those boys. I've got those lads. We call the lads. And I've had those lads as my closest mates from our early teens, okay, our early teenagers. And we are still as close today as we were in our early teens. So I am absolutely blessed, totally and utterly blessed. And I've got a great family of people following me on the work that I do around the world, and a great family of supporters with you guys. So you know what? The universe is listening to me. Yeah, it's listening to me. And we've got some great things planned. And the universe is responding to that too. And we have some absolutely mind-bogglingly amazing stuff coming later this year that's just going to blow your mind. It's going to absolutely, send your mind into marble mode. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. And you're all a bit quiet there tonight. Trudy was the last person to put a wee message in there, so I guess she's hogging the limelight. She's known for that, actually. Trudy is hogging the limelight. So you guys enjoying the show? It's good to see you. I'm going to do a invite right now. I'm going to get that invite together, and I'm going to send that invite out to Roger and Faye momentarily. So I'm just going to go and find Roger and Faye while you guys are chatting to me. And so, where's Roger and Faye? That sounded very, didn't it? Oh, yes, indeed. There's Faye. If I do it for Faye, then Faye will tell Roger, or she may not. She may not even tell him. She might keep it to herself. You never know. There we go. Maria's laughing her head off. Listening, says Faye. Trudy. James Chalice is in the house. Jimmy Chalice. All right there, mates. How's it going, like? Because Jimmy's from Liverpool. And there's a few Americans going, what accent was that? Roger. We'll have to get Roger momentarily to try and do a Scouse accent. He'll be like, it'll go off to Scottish. You watch. It'll start off with, all right, it'll end up Scottish. So, James, it's good to see you, mate. How are you? And I haven't seen you around for a wee while, so I do hope things are tickling along as exactly as you need them to. Now, one more time, I'm reinvigorating the competition. So if you'd like to win some of the prizes that we have available for you from the Paul Francis Network, which would be hats, t-shirts, books, obviously, downloads, invitations to paranormal investigations, ghost hunts, or even one-to-ones, and then get out there and start inviting people to be on the show and come and join the YouTube channel. So get them to come into the YouTube channel, get them to subscribe, get them to hit the bell icon, and get them to mention your name. Okay. Once you start getting 10 people in, then you're going to be noticed by the team, and they'll be taking more and more notice of you. And the further you shoot up the ladder, and the more opportunity you have to win competition. Get in there, make it happen. Do you know it's easy? All you got to do is hit a few clicks and tell them what to do. It's dead easy. Get the show out there on your YouTube channel, but more importantly, get it out on your friends and family, and especially your groups, and then invite them all in, get them to mention your name, and you could be winning these prizes. So lovely to see you all. I've just sent a link out to Faye. Faye, you should have that link now, my love. And then you and Roger can then hit the little buttons, and you know what to do. I don't have to tell you what to do. You know what to do. So I had a few people asking me about the new book, when the new book's coming out, and that book will I was kind of hoping to get it out late summer, but I don't think that's going to happen because I want it done properly. So what I'm going to try and do is aim for it to be available for you guys at Christmas. So Christmas gifts, good idea. Roger is come to the house. There he is. Roger Garza Jr.
Oh, Junior now. All right, mate.
Work with me. Well, Nick, I'd be happy to. Nicholas says, I'm 100. I'm 100, so need to clear that negative energy. And yes, I'm available for hire as a life coach. Look what I've done for Roger. With these Beatles haircuts. How are you, buddy?
Good. Thank the Lord, I'm here.
You're looking good. You're looking sharp. What did you do wrong?
Yeah. Oh, golly.
So,
good to see everybody. Hello.
Tell everybody what you've been up to.
Oh, about three. No. I'm quite the size, let me tell you.
Hey, you've got yourself a new camera because I can read all the information on the poster behind you now.
Here, let me get out of your way.
Consulting, scan your body, host a group. I said hot group. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to be in that one. Host a group or party at $50 up to $500, and 50 or more people gives a shout. There you go, Roger. Look at that there. Get that poster going on in the background.
Hello, Trudy.
That should be your background poster for when you're doing the show. Like what I've got here.
Well, Michelle, I think, was the one that put that thing up,
Yeah.
I like it. It's nice.
It's cool.
What do you think of my shirt, bud?
Oh, hey, Strats.
Yep.
All the Strats looking good.
You know why I have it on?
Why have you got that on?
Because I'm in the stratosphere. Did we get it yet? Wake up, Polly.
Oh, I can't actually believe you actually came out with that.
Oh, Lord.
At least you didn't do it in Scottish. So one of my oldest friends here, James Chalice, is in the house, and he's a Scouser. I dare you to attempt a Scouse accent.
You really want me to? No, because Lynn's going to put an X on it right away.
Well, attempt a Scouse accent. That James Chalice will probably fall off his chair. And when we go on then, you know what a Scouse accent is?
Well, blimey, I really don't to be with you.
No, that's not a Scouse accent. They don't say blimey for a start. That's
No,
London.
I know, that's English.
That's Londoners.
And then they come in, hello.
And that's Londoner as well. No, Scousers are the Beatles. How the Beatles would have spoken. They were Scousers.
Well, they were, what, Liverpool, no?
Yeah, that's a Scouse accent.
Okay.
And James is saying, I hope Johanna's not listening. She may well be. She's not in here with me, but she may well be. She's in the other room. And Johanna's a Scouse. You know when you hear me going, all right, dear, like, it's all right to me, innit? Hey. A Scouse.
I
James
just
is like,
speak Spanish, I'm better off.
chicken. And they say chicken and they say Coke. My daughters and Johanna, they all say, hey, give me some of that chicken. And they go, hey, give the Kaylee Whaley and a can of Coke. And then when you start arguing with them, the only people that can hear them is a dog. because he goes up so high. And she probably is listening to him. I'll probably get
Well,
slapped.
I'll come in this way then. Buongiorno.
Oh,
Buenas tardes.
he's gonna. That's because Maria's in the house. Maria's by Fiore. She's like, all right. Look, Trudy's going to stick to Irish. Oh my God. What can I say? What can I? It's Kaylee wheeling the can of cook. Oh, the other say the one thing that they were having a laugh. James is they say, give us a packet of crisp.
A packet of what?
Crisp. They say
What?
crisp as in it's like when I was used to say to my the girls used to say a packet of what? Packet of crisp. Crisp. If I open that packet, there's only one crisp in it. I'm not going to be very happy. You call them chips. You guys call them chips.
Okay.
We call them crisps.
Okay.
Right. So, but they don't put the S on the end of it. So it'd be like you saying, "Hey, I'd like a bag of chip." You like chip one.
Well, it's the same too. When I went down to Texas, I said, "Can I have a pop?" And they go, "A what?" I said, "A pop." And they go, "What do you mean?" Like Coca-Cola. Oh, you mean a soda water?
Soda. Yeah, the Americans all call them sodas, don't you? You don't say no, but you call Coke by its name. I'd like a Coke and a smile, But you call what we would call fizzy drinks or lemonades. You call sodas.
Wow, strange world.
That's
we
still
live
hey, horses for courses. Now I did see somebody sneaking in, and I didn't say hello to, and I haven't forgotten you, Lisa Cantu. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. And it's really great to see you. Actually, where's your lovely good lady, Roger?
She's there somewhere. I think she's under
don't know where
the
your
table
missus
or
is.
something. Hello, Pamela.
I was in a shot. Oh, there she is. There she is. Add to the stream. There she go. Look, see.
There's the boss.
See now, watch Roger calm down, ladies and gentlemen of the world. The boss is in the house. Oh, she's wearing some beautiful, what look to be maybe Native American beads.
Honey, can you stand up and show them what you have on? It looks really
Excuse me?
beautiful.
It's from Argentina, actually.
Argentina was kind of got that beautiful turquoise. Although she's going off in Argentinian now.
Yeah.
She's taking her thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's
She's trying
going.
to turn on the Pope, I guess. I don't know.
So what do we got? What can everybody expect on this Mugs for You this Saturday?
Crazy.
I
Coffee.
can hardly hear you, Faye.
Okay, are you better? No.
No,
No,
you're
get
very,
closer.
very quiet. Very quiet.
Get closer, honey.
Get closer. Well, she should
Closer
be able
and
to.
go, hello.
Oh boy.
There's a microphone in your headset, isn't there? You should be able to pick it up
Right.
through that.
No, she just got the earbuds. Bud,
All right.
I'm using the computers.
Oh, you're using the computer's mic.
that's where you messed up.
Anyway, you sorted out, but you sound like you sound like you're way, way, way in the background.
Yep.
So anyway, I was asked earlier on about the story of the book, about the picture on the book. So I will share that momentarily. And what we'll do is we'll get Faye to hold it up to the camera momentarily, and then I'll get you guys to have a really good look at it, and then I'll explain a few things, and then I'll go into the story. Lots of silliness from Roger on this Mugs for You, says Lisa. Lots of silliness.
Thanks, Lise. Hi, Emma.
Nicola says, any investigations or shows coming up in Ireland? Yes, later in the year, Nicola, there'll be shows. In fact, actually, I'll not know until tomorrow. In about a week's time, is it a week or 2 weeks? It's going to be the next 14 days. I'm going to be in Ireland itself, having very, very, very big meetings about very, very serious things.
Teacher.
So I'm going to be actually in Ireland. I'm going to be flying into Dublin, and I'm going to be meeting up with a lot of big legal people doing big legal things. So I'll be over there shortly.
Are you
Actually,
doing
what I'm doing is
Paul?
escaping from the British police. They're trying to get a hold of me again. So Carol says, Paul, I want to say thank you again for my message you gave me on Tuesday. You are my best friend. Oh, bless your heart, Carol. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I appreciate
don't
it
know
very,
how to
very
fix
much.
my mic, guys. So, are you okay with me here, like this?
You're very quiet.
You
Oh
should
my
get your
God.
mic in here and plug it
Roger,
in.
you got the perfect wife. We can't hear her.
Last time we did a mic in the middle of the show, all hell broke loose. So,
And I was in a big store quite recently, and I turned around and I couldn't see Johanna. And I said to one of the guys were there, I said, "I've lost my wife." He said, "Would you like us to find her for you?" I said, "No, we'll find her for you." I said, "No, no, no. I'm quite
There's a
happy
little
as it is."
story behind that, Paul.
Oh, look, he's trying just because I took the mick out of his joke. He's
No,
strapped.
no, it's
Your
a true
joke.
story. When I would play on stage all the time,
Yeah.
I would tell every audience the same thing. I would say, I'm not really too happy today. I said, I'm kind of down a little bit. And everybody would get real quiet. And I would say, yeah, on the way over here, I found out that we lost my mother. And everybody right away, oh, all right. And I said, but don't worry, we found her over at Walmart, the store, department store.
Oh God.
And everybody would just laugh their butts off. Well, one time I went to do it, and it actually happened. My mother passed,
Oh
and I
gosh.
just never, I couldn't do it anymore.
Well, listen, if your mom was anything like you, she would see the funny side of that.
Yeah, I would say maybe.
No, not maybe. You know, rightly, she would see the funny side of you taking the Mickey and it happening because she would be like, ah, ha, ha, gotcha.
Yeah, like she got the last one. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would say that not to look upon that as an egg. Look at it upon it as a like, oh my God, my mom got the last word in, like all most women.
And did.
Faye's going dead quiet. All right, so tell you what we're going to do. We'll kick this off, and I will. Oh, Lisa says I want to go to Ireland someday. It's well, I mean, it'd be stupid if I didn't say it was a beautiful country. But it is. It's a mind-bogglingly beautiful country. It's like you see it on TV. It is very, very, very green, and that's why it's called the Emerald Isle. The southernmost southern tips of the country is a little bit like Cornwall, so it stays fairly warm. But if you go to the north of Ireland, it's quite common to have frost and snow. So, when I was growing up as a kid, getting up of a morning to have ice on your windows was common. It was just that's the way it was. But you know what? I loved it. I miss Ireland a lot, and I miss my buds, and I miss all that. So, and I've been thinking long and hard. The way things are now, having a house here in Cornwall and having a house in Ireland wouldn't be that difficult, because the trip between the flight between the two is 48 minutes, 50 minutes, and it's about, let's see, in dollars, it's around about $48-50 in flights. I use more than that in petrol going around Cornwall.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, Paul, have you ever had a message from an ET? I don't think so, Carol. But do I believe in them? Absolutely. Totally. And I've seen stuff happening here in Cornwall. I mean, I've actually posted some serious footage of what I've caught here in Cornwall, which one of it looked like the Starship Enterprise. Did you guys remember those? It was phasing in and out,
Yep.
and it was. Oh, and I saw we were standing outside my house here one evening. It was late evening. It was about to go dusk, and there was this thing in the sky up above us, and it was dancing around in the sky like a firefly. It was just it wasn't going in a direction. It was just going like that.
Wow.
And I was saying to Johanna, "Look at that! Look at that!" And she was going, "Look at what?" Of course, you point. You ever do that, Roger? You point to a direction with a woman. She'll look in the opposite direction.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
But it's
So-
true. You go, "Look at that! Look at that!" She'll go, "Where?"
Paul, you tried to get me in trouble.
I don't have to try, buddy. You're in there. Carleen McPeak is it's always raining in Ballymena. Oh, Ballymena. Do you know what? I've been to I'm sure we used to go out to a nightclub in Ballymena when I was young. Young in the 80s when I was young and stupid. But so right, okay, Faye, let's get on with this. Otherwise, I'm going to carry the show right through. We're just telling jokes all night. And Trudy's going like pity they won't let you back.
And you're not doing any reads, right?
No.
No.
Well, I seen something off somebody's name. That's why I just asked.
Oh no, have you got a message from ET? Have you ever had a message from ET? No, I haven't. Have you guys ever had any encounters, no matter how close it is?
Us?
No,
Yeah.
I've never.
I haven't. I honestly haven't. It might be because I wasn't noticing.
The only aliens that I come across, Paul, are the ones that were my cousins across the border.
James Chalice says, I hope you don't mind me asking, how long does it take from someone passing over to be able to communicate with a clairvoyant or medium? Well, Roger, I'll throw mine in. You throw yours in, right?
Okay.
I've had okay. The longest was a person that was telling me that they were connected to World War One, and the shortest was 45 minutes from crossing to talking to me.
Wow.
But that person happened to be a medium, so they were kind of like already on the ball. So the shortest, and it's only happened once, by the way, James and everybody else listening to me, around about 45 minutes. Was really, really quite quick. Roger, what about you?
I did a couple of them. I just recently did one that I told people about on the show for Vanessa Mail. Remember her?
Mm-hmm.
She asked about her sister because her sister was in and out. I said, don't worry about your sister. I said, she's in another dimension. And then an hour later, Vanessa texted me back and said, my sister passed.
Wow.
And the connection was like that.
Yeah.
And then another one I did when I was living in Texas. This girl came to me and I said, I'm picking up the name of so-and-so. She wants to talk to you. And she goes, well, that's my friend's daughter. I said, you need to call her. For some reason, there's something wrong. I don't know what it is, but call her. She said, no, I'll call later after we're done. So on the way home, she got a phone call from the lady's mom that she had passed in a car accident.
Oh my goodness. So it can't. I mean, there's no real Anne's going a month. I know Anne's a little sausage. I'd like you all to welcome Anne Gamble. By the way, she's an absolute sweetheart of a person, and she became a client of mine today. So
Wow.
I invited her to come to see the show and stuff. And she's saying a month because she's a little sausage. Because I have a rule: if somebody who loses a member of the family, I always say don't go to a medium straight away. It's not a cure for grief. You should honor. And she didn't tell me that she had lost a person quite recently, and that person came through. So there are occasions where I am absolutely and totally wrong, and I'm quite happy to say I was wrong in this occasion, because the person came through and he was full of absolute joy, and it was brilliant, and she had a great time. But I said to her, "Oh, you didn't tell me that," and she gave me a wee sneaky, like,
I see.
little sausage.
Can I say the name that I got off for hers?
Sure.
For some odd reason, I got either Alex or Alec.
There you go, Anne. If you got that name coming through, respond to that. But going back to James's question, it can be instant, but it can also be there's no sort of the real rule for people like Roger and myself is we have no control. We have no control who comes through. We have no control as to how they come through. They just come through in how they do it, and
and this means nothing to the other side.
Yeah, there's no time, dates, or anything that way. In fact, the person in question came back showing themselves in their late 20s to me. So Carol says, I have had others come to me within 24 hours of passing, only a few, and they seem to really want to pass the message on. Again, only a few. Yeah, it is Roger. She's Anne's going yes, by the way, and thank you, Roger.
So
I always say that people who lose somebody, though, going to a medium straight away is not the answer. It's not, because you're going to a medium, and most of the people who go to mediums after they've just lost somebody very close to them, they really, really want the medium to bring that person back. That's what they want,
right.
and
And then
we
they
can't.
come dependent on the medium to bring him every day.
Yeah, and then they become dependent, and that's why I don't allow clients to come for reads any more than say 5 times a year.
Yeah, that's about what I do.
Yeah. So we'll wait to Faye. Faye's trying to, convince us all she's drinking water, but we know it's gin. So
My secret out. Oh God.
it's not. It's more when I catch you dropping the lemon juice into it. It's like, all right, I know what that is. So Faye, if you would be so wonderful, you are wonderful. If you hold the picture of the book right up to the camera.
This one here.
That's the wrong book.
Yeah, that's the right. So bring it back just a smidge, and a little bit over to your left. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you all look at that, that is a real, true to life picture. It's a hand painted picture.
Straighten
And
it
if
out
you
with
all-
two hands on it.
And if you can look through the doorway, you may just see a very, very slight figure of a white figure in the doorway. If you all just focus on that. Okay, so all right, Faye, we don't want your arms will get sore. So that's my book. Well, actually, that's Faye's book, but that's my book, The Little Book of Quick Wisdom, which you all should be buying, by the way. And so the story is, I had been watching one of our favorites, and one that Roger and I both enjoy is John Edward, and I had been watching John Edward, and he'd gone ahead and done a test with his guides. So he said to his guides, "Right, okay, I'm going to test you. I want you to do something that's going to prove to me that you're here." So he did something where his guide basically had said, "Right, I've done something with the pictures." So he went out to his, as the Americans say, garage, or we here in the UK say garage, and opened up this box with pictures in it. And one of the pictures that he knew wasn't the picture that he put in there had changed into a Native American chief. And so basically his guides were saying, "Yes, I'm here. Here's what it is." And then a day or so later, the picture changed back to what it should have been in the first place. So I had been watching this, and I was thinking, have I got the right to test my guides? Should I do something like this? Is this wrong? Is it, the old thing, thou shalt not test the Lord thy God? That's what I was going through my head. And I was thinking, and I went, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I am going to go for it. So I said, this was, I think it was a Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And I went, listen, guys, I'm absolutely, totally, and utterly blessed that you're with me. And I'm 100% convinced you're here. But just for the sake of an exercise, or the sake of my own mind, would you be so kind? Would you please, please, please let me know you're here? Let me know in some physical way how I can see. And obviously they were quite well aware that the fact that I had been watching the John Edward thing about him getting proof of his guides. So it was around about, I'm pretty confident it was around about a Wednesday that I asked for this. Of course, by Friday, I'd forgotten all about it, I hadn't seen anything happen other than, I was just overwhelmed with work. I was constantly working. So I was thinking to myself, oh, well, maybe they're showing themselves by just having client after client after client after client, loads and loads of work. And on the Saturday, I decided to go to the market with my family. So off we went to the market. And we were just walking up this sort of like little sort of incline up into the marketplace. And I looked at this picture and I went, oh my God, that really looks like. So I went up to it again. And I went, oh my God, that can't. So I said to the guy, I said, excuse me. He goes, yeah. I said, this picture down here. I said, how much do you want for it? He said, what picture are you talking about? I said, the picture down here on the floor. So I picked it up and went, that one, this, and I showed him this picture, the one you got on the book. And he said, I didn't even know that was there. I said, excuse me? He said, no. He said, I said, well, it's down here at the bottom of your store. And he said, he said, well, okay, £5? I said, yeah, like that. I grabbed it. Now, when I first, if you look at that picture, I mean, see, I can see Faye in full study mode now. When I first was brought in my training, in my mediumship training, when I first brought to meet my guides, my teacher brought me on this long, long journey. I went through all this woodland, this beautiful magical forest, and then she brought me up to this big house, which had a big kind of like Gothic door. The door opened gently, and there stood my guide in white, exactly like that picture. I mean, the artist could not have gone into my mind and drawn it any more perfect. That's exactly how I met my guide. I mean, I was mind blown. So I just turned around at that moment and I just went, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And that's the story about that particular book.
Can you see that, Paul? This is
Uh,
a waterfall.
yeah.
That's a waterfall in Monterrey, Mexico.
Okay.
And I was with my friends. If you can see, I'm trying to get the glare out of it. Can you see the Native American there?
Oh, yeah, yeah. In the background right there. Yeah.
He's right above my head.
All right. Yes. I'm just actually bemused that you had friends. You leave yourself wide open every time.
Oh, Lord. Why do it? Please, Calgon, take me away.
When you said to God, I need somebody to make me, humble.
Right.
We've got another wonderful, just going to bring it up there, just at the bottom of the screen, as you guys can see. Another wonderful person saying,
Hello,
hi,
wherever you are.
hi, Paul, Roger, and Faye. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I don't know who you are. I'd love to be able to say who you are, but we can't see you when you come through Facebook. All we see is Facebook user. And I think that's quite rude of Facebook to do that to everybody. So zip out of Facebook, go into YouTube, and come and join us and be a part of the show.
Did you see what Ann Campbell put?
To be fair, I wasn't looking for that. Never expected. There you go. There you go.
We never know when it's going to happen.
It just happens. It literally just go kaboom and you're in. And the good thing about Roger, oh look, here we got an idiot. All right, we got an idiot. So let's all block the idiot. And if you guys could go and report the idiot for me, that'd be fantastic. We got an idiot called Nikki Worthless. She left the list out. So if you guys could just go and report that idiot, and do not go to them because this person's trying to extract finances from you.
I wanted to mention too, Paul, if you permit me to.
Of course.
For Nicola.
Yeah.
There's somebody behind her who walked with a limp.
Uh-huh.
Like where she goes, this person goes, and I think it's a guy.
Yeah.
He follows her and he limps.
So Nicola can come. Is this Nicola from Ireland?
Yeah. I'm sorry. We say Nicola, but it's Nicola.
Yeah, you say Nicola. You do say it wrong. So
thank you.
only
Nicola.
On only on this show. So this guy, this Nikki Worth, they've left The end of that is let's.
Oh, they even hit me up, Paul.
Yeah, look, Roger. Hey, sir. I read your name, felt a strong connection. I want to extract money from your account.
You're talking to another reader, you dummy.
No, that's not. Well, you're not talking to another reader because that would sort of indicate that there may be a reader in the first place.
Yeah, well, if they knew, you know.
Oh, they're not clearly not.
Jeez, I'm
There was a
telling
big
you.
thing all over our TV today about scams and how the police are really, really, really now coming in on them, and they've got massive people who've got, you know, should we say tech geniuses now able to.
Good.
They can't hide anymore. They can't hide. Where they used to come in with false faces and false names and false this and that, they can't hide anymore because the police now can trace them right back to their cell phone, right back to the place where they were standing
Wow.
when it happened. And I can't wait because I want these
That's
idiots
beautiful.
hung
That's-
out and and they were targeting older people, telling them
Right.
they were from the banks and getting them to transfer all of their monies in their account. Of a person like there was one of the people we were watching today. She was 86 years old. If she lost all of the money in her account, it would likely kill her.
Yep.
The shock would
wouldn't
just
doubt it.
probably kill her.
Yeah.
Ronnie Huff has just joined. It was me on Facebook, says Ronnie. Ronnie Huff. Hello, my
Ronnie.
love. I was answering your question, Ronnie, earlier on in the show. I didn't see you'd posted on one of my. Amanda said to me, "Oh, Ronnie posted on your Facebook page," and I've got 14 pages, so kind of like, yeah. Ronnie was asking who has won the competition, or did anybody win the competition? And no, because the competition is to bring in XYZ amount of people, and nobody's hit those numbers yet. So nobody's won the competition. So you haven't lost. You've still got time to get 30, 40 people in. The idea being is you go out there, you get people to come in, they subscribe to the show, they hit the bell icon, and they say, Ronnie invited me. So then once we see Ronnie being registered more and more and more and more and more, you get the opportunity of winning one of Roger's mugs. One of my hats, one of my T-shirts,
Right.
loads and loads and loads of bits and pieces.
It's the used one.
It's the used one, yeah, the one he keeps his toothbrush in.
No, as soon as he's done with the shirt, he takes it off and he'll send it to you.
Yeah.
A little-
So that's the story of the picture. That's how the picture came about. Roger, come on, expand on that picture of the Native American above your head. Have you got a
Well,
name for your
No, I really don't. But I'll tell you what. When I was in high school, I always used to tell my friends, and I do have friends. I would
He's got
always
4
say-
friends.
And I would say, there's this
You are
Indian guy
one of-
following me. I said, "Oh, I don't know who he is. He's an Indian. He follows me." And then later on, I learned he's Native American. So I kept on telling people, he's still with me. I don't know what he wants. He's still with me.
Yeah,
Now, you had said that your relatives could not be your spirit guides.
that's
But
right.
it turns out that this guy that was following me is like a great, 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 great grandfather for me.
Right,
They have a picture. The family has a picture of him. And I have the same picture.
right.
So put that in your pipe, there, lad.
See, that's that Scottish accent that was scaring you all off with. Okay, so what I said was, no, your family members can't be your guides,
Right.
right? Not your
See-
great, 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 great grandfather.
That's a family member.
Yeah, but he's like 19 dimensions removed.
But it's still.
What I'm talking about is people say, for example, if you
immediate-
lose your dad, oh, he's now my guide. No, he
No,
isn't.
No.
Or my mom, or my grandparent, or my
No.
brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my mom and dad. They can't occupy the 2 places at the same time. So they can't be
Got it.
here and then there and be your guide. That's what I was saying. So, but that being said, please
So
don't
you
think for one.
stand corrected.
No, don't. So, and by the way, Faye, that's down to 3 now. So,
I'm one of his friends.
so he's down to 2 then. So,
I thought you were my friend, Paul. We're
I
down to
thought,
one.
like, you've thrown me completely out. What was I talking about then? All
Well,
right,
like Lynn
it was
says-
about having family members as guides. No, please don't get despondent. Your family members will, my mom and dad, and my grandparents, and my aunts, my uncles, and my good friends, I draw in when I'm working. I call them in and say, "Hey guys, come on, help me out. Let's make this a really, really good read for these people who
Yep.
need it today." So I was drawn on my friends and family, especially my mediumship friends who've crossed over. I'll draw on their expertise. Now they're on that side, I'll pull them in and say, "Come on, you know what? You know how I work. You know what we do here. Let's make this happen." So, very much so. Dawn Hatham's joined us. Said, "I missed loads." No, you haven't.
Hello, Don.
You haven't missed loads, Dawn. Good to see you, though, my love. Good to see you.
And we did say happy anniversary to her and Jason.
You did. It was Dawn and Jason's anniversary. Happy anniversary, guys! Welcome and well done. You look at Roger. It's the year of Roger Rabbit, says Gracie Miller.
Right. Thank you.
Right, before we do anything at all, I've got to show you guys this. You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com. How about that then, huh?
That is so cool.
I saw Faye. See, you guys can't see Faye. When that goes into the jingle, Faye's in the background going... and Roger's going...
I love that
Do you know what?
commercial.
It's cool, isn't it?
It is.
It's not fair. I take the mickey out of Roger something chronic. It's not fair. I'm just warming up for when we're on stage. Then you know what fair is going to be about.
Oh,
So-
boy. I can't wait.
It'll be, it'll be crazy.
You know, I got something for Carol Fitzgerald Horton.
Uh-oh.
I got the name of I'll say it's either Craig or Gregory.
Where's Carol Fitzgerald Horton? Where's that?
Way up on top. And I'm still
Oh.
waiting to hear from, what did you call her? Nicola or Nicola?
Nicola
Nicola?
Duran.
Right. She has somebody who walked with the limp behind her.
Mm. So a distant relative could be a guy, but be very, very, like Roger saying, great, 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 great. Although Roger and I are very, very, very close. But we are equally as, I can say to him, I don't believe in that, and he won't take offense, and he can say to me, "You're talking out your butt," and I will take offense. So.
Oh, really?
And I'm stuck in the middle.
And she's always stuck in the middle, but she's such a good referee. But it's funny how when she's refereeing, Roger seems to win. But hey, but
Oh, Lord.
I
It's
don't
going to
know
be
about
one of
that.
those shows, folks.
it's got to be one of them shows. Onessa says hi. Hi, Onessa. Caroline McPeak says, "Hi, Roger. Do you see anybody around me?"
You just threw me, Paul. I'll tell you.
I've just thrown you.
Everybody, please note one thing. There's no D in my name. It's Roger. Get it right, rookie.
So your name is Rugger.
No, as they say, all my friends down in Texas, Roje.
Roge.
Yep, it's pronounced Rohe. Roje.
Rohe. Roge.
The
Why do
G
you
is
call yourself
pronounced like an
Roje
H.
Garza then? Is Garza pronounced Garza or is it Yeehaw?
It's Garza.
Garza.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm just going
So
to call
much
you
to
Roger.
remember. It's just Roger. Just Roger.
I'm
Just don't
struggling
call
with
me
that
late
one.
for dinner. Huh?
Ding ding. Right. So, any questions from you guys? Anything about what we were talking about? It's great to learn, and that's why we created Spirit Quest, the Journey of Life. It's great to discover what you actually have What you're not aware of it. You're too busy asking other mediums to do the work for you. But you've got ears, you've got a nose, you've got eyes, and you've got feelings. So you've got basically all of the tools to make your own connection. Your psychic self. Who wrote that?
I'm reading this book. It's fantastic. It's
Who wrote
by
it?
Melissa Alvarez.
So it wasn't
And
me.
I'm sorry. I'm
Now
reading
see
a lot of
that?
books,
You say Melissa Alvarez.
but this is helping me a lot discovering myself
Yep.
as an intuitive person, and between you, Paul, and me reading all over the place.
Richard.
Listen, I told all of my students, and I will continue to tell all my students, that you should never ever tie your lace to one shoe. You go and learn as much as you can from everybody and pick little bits out. Even the worst medium on the planet may say the right thing at that moment, and you think, "Oh, I like that. I'm gonna adopt that." So I always say, watch and learn from everybody. There's no because there's no one way of doing it. I really focused on getting rid of the shall we say the hoo ha, the fairy dust,
Mhm.
the stupidity, you know. And I made things, as you guys can know. You've read my books. The Everything that I talk about is literally straight down to earth, and it's all doable, achievable. It's not like you've got to been a medium for 20 years before you want to attempt this. It's all, hence the name, the safe way. So it's what I would say. The reason the reason I wrote that book was because a spiritual church had asked me to write a paper on protection. That's where it started.
There's a
Thank
safe
you
way.
very much. Do you know what? I don't even have a copy of that book now.
What?
No, they're all sold.
Holy
Look at
moly.
we have marks. We have them earmarked. We have them. I keep, I'm not lying. I keep looking.
Oh, I did not for one
Fine.
second ever. I'm just so grateful that you have them. I'm very grateful.
I need
Paid
to
for my
come see
Porsche.
you so you can sign
So
them for me.
Paid for your Porsche?
I'm only kidding. I'm only joking. I'm joking. I don't have a Porsche. I have a Ferrari. So I'm kidding.
Oh,
We have a
Lord.
pickup and a
Hello,
GMC
Jojo.
SUV.
You got an SUV and a pickup. He's got a pickup. I want a pickup.
He's got a pickup. Is it a Chevy pickup? What is it, honey?
No, honey, it's a Ford.
Oh, it's a Ford.
It's
And
a
that's-
Ford. Ford are coming back into Formula One next
and
year.
He's
Are
got
they really?
He's got an older one, but he loves it. It suits him.
Gracie Miller says, I've had a little bit of almost everything. How do I know where to focus? Well, Gracie, trust your instincts. That's what I teach my students. Your instincts will tell you what you feel works for you. Okay. What I tend to do with my students is I outline plans for them. And I say, right, here we go. Look, like for example, if you're doing a reading and you're trying to put the person who's coming through to you where you want to put it on that person's life. So if I'm doing a reading for Roger, for an example, I will then look at Roger and I will see a tree in front of Roger. And then if the person who's coming to me moves to the left-hand side, I know they want to be talking about Roger's mother's side of the family. If they move to the right, Roger's father's side of the family. If they go above him, they tell me that that's the parent level. If they go above that again, grandparent level, and so on and so forth. So what you want to be doing is Roger's truck. Look at that little red truck.
I love my truck.
Your truck looks cool. I can't wait to have it driving. So so basically, Gracie, the best way when you're discovering what your mediumship is to make your mediumship as easy as possible. Okay, the less complicated it is, the easier it is going to be for you to be able to do your work. So I gave a list of symbolisms to all of my students, and I'd say you can adopt those symbolisms to suit you, or you can create your own. But sit down, write down a whole list of how you want your spirit friends to interact with you. So don't put pressure on yourself. Here's the big thing that where a lot of people go wrong. Okay, a lot of new students or people who want to become mediums, they they try to force the story into the person's life, and that's wrong. Okay, think of it as the message is coming through. Think of it as a letter, as someone who's written a letter. Okay, now if you read that letter, then you're reading that letter from your perspective. Okay, so if I wrote a letter, right, and I handed it to Faye and I handed it to Roger, Roger and Faye would have two different perspectives on that letter,
Yep.
even though the letter it's written. So what you do is you disassociate, okay, and you stick only what's on that letter. You deliver the information, as like John Edward told me. He said, "Paul, you're the mailman. Just deliver the mail.
Yep.
Don't look at the letters. Don't try and read the information." And you'll get a lot of people who will try and say, "Well, when I say, oh, I've got such and such in here," and they go, "Living or dead?" How do I know? It's your bloody family.
Right.
You tell me. You know. Nicola's just jumped in and said, "I'm here."
But she's never answered whether she knew somebody who
Actually, she
walked
probably
with
went-
a limp.
Oh, I'm here now. Go on. Because she's Irish. She doesn't speak like this here now. You know, go on.
There's no D in my name, Nicola.
Listen, Roger.
Listen.
And speaking as a lovely Irish girl, she'd be going, "Roger, shut your face." my my mother used
You
to have
do
a
that
great
good,
saying.
Paul.
My mother used to say, "Shut your mouth and tell me this." So I go,
And you never listened.
my mom and my dad would say, "Get up and sit down."
What?
He would. He would say, "Get up and sit down."
Wow.
Yeah. And my mother would say, "Shut your mouth and tell me this." So, oh, I miss them so much.
I bet.
Anyway, Nicola, I had said that there is somebody in spirit who walked with a limp behind you.
Oh yeah.
Although we're not doing reads today, right?
Oh,
No,
we're not doing reads, but at the end of the day, if a message comes through, I'm a big believer that they take every opportunity to get their message
Oh,
through.
yeah.
You know, and
That
the
they do.
spirit friend, our friends, family, and spirit are respecting our space here because they know we're trying to teach the masses a little bit more, to learn a little bit more, and therefore their reads will be that much easier. I just wanted to try and read what Dawn has written, but every time I try to read it, it moves, and I'm like, I go click, click, like this here. It's much easier to keep feeding the negative and ignoring your own part in the situation. I see lots of people living in the negative situations, and they will not escape until they know they are worth more. I couldn't have put it better myself, my love.
Very well.
Could
put.
not have put that better. See past the situation and see your own self-worth, and know that you are a good and worthy person. And once you learn that, trust me, the walls will fall, the seas will roll, and the life that you want will start to come toward you. Okay?
Yeah.
And Roger's going, "Oh my God, he's like a bloody poet." So,
I had better words.
oh God, here we go. Here we go. Quarter after the hour coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening to us tonight, you're listening to us on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM, being belted out across the beautiful airways of New Orleans. And you're listening to us on UPRN Talk Radio. I am Paul Francis, your host, and I'm joined by the beautiful Faye and him. So, unfortunately, he had to come as part of the package. But
Okay, I'll
anyway,
leave.
but my
Lord.
dear friend, dear friend and brother Roger Garza Sr. He's here. One of the
Wait till
very
we get on
few
stage.
mediums that I actually hold in high regard.
Thank you,
and
sir. Thank you.
That money is going towards my Porsche. So I actually
Oh,
called up Facebook and I said, "You know these fund you pages?" And they went, "Yes." I said, "How do we get one that says Paul's Porsche?" Then they were, click. Be your own biggest fan. Be your own biggest fan. I have fanfares and trumpets as my cheerleader, says Dawn Hatton. She's a funny person, and I do love to be
She's
around her.
fantastic. She's fantastic.
Pamela says, "Did we miss anything?" Yeah, you did. We're not going to tell you. Ha!
Oh, Lord.
She's going to be going, Did we miss something?" Yeah. And guess what? None of us are going to tell you. Do you know what I wanted to do? Right. This is the kind of medium I am. Right. This is the kind of shows I put on. Right. I I wanted to, when I'm doing a show, especially when you get somebody who gets up when you're you're in a theater. Imagine you're in a theater, right, a small theater, and you're on stage and you're doing a show, and somebody gets up because they got to go to the bathroom. They've been holding it for an hour now, so they get up and they go. So I said, everybody, let's hide, and everybody goes, really? I said, yeah, hell, let's hide. So this person comes back from the toilet and goes, where the hell's everybody gone? That's the kind of show you can expect when you see me on tour next year or this year. I do stuff like that.
Can't wait.
Oh Lord.
I do stuff like that because one thing that Roger and I and Faye, we very often have a little bit of time after shows or we catch up and we talk about things. And I was saying to Roger that my shows have got to be a show. They've got to have because not you can have 2,000 people at an event, but you're not going to do 2,000 reads. But when you do a read for a person, the information behind that, the message behind that read does go out to everybody. Okay. And usually the message should be quite as simple as this. Hey, if you're talking to me, I'm here. If I'm here, I'm fine. If I'm talking to you, I still love you very, very much. So those are the bases of all messages. I'm still here. I'm fine. I've met up with all my friends and family. All the people that we lost, I'm with right now. I'm still connected to you. And hey, life's good. Remember that. And that's the base message to go out to everybody. So you guys should really take that on board and start listening with your ears, start seeing with your eyes, start feeling with your energy, because they're trying to talk to you. You don't need Roger. Or me. Sorry, I'm left that bit out. Sorry about that. Actually, it's a good it's a good idea to come to see people like Roger and myself, to maybe say, look, I got this
You'll
weird
get
thing.
more than your money's worth.
And it's good. Verification is a great thing. I love it when I'm doing reads and I get verification coming through. I love that because it means that they're talking to you, you're talking to them. And guess what? The more you talk to your friends and family, the more and bigger and stronger it's going to be, to the point where you're going to be coming to me and saying, how do I shut them up?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that, Paul. Have you ever gotten a connection that they just keep going on and on and on and on, and you go, okay, I'm done with you, and you go over here, no, they're not done with you yet. They're still hammering away.
I've had it in where they kept buttoning back in again. When I was trying to move on to the next read, and they kept, oh my God, he's back again. But what I do, and it's not often, but what I do is I turn that into a comedy part of the show. So I'd like walk to the other side of the stage, furthest away from the person that they were connected to, and I go, you are kidding me. And the whole audience then starts laughing. So for Roger and myself's perspective, it's a pain in the butt.
It is.
But it's also, you can flick it and use it as a really fun part of the show. So I'll go right back and go, yes, what? And I go, now listen,
like,
go and get on
again?
the spirit bus and sort off. Right?
Yep.
And then I'll start working with somebody else. And you know what? Have you done this, Roger? When you start working with somebody else, then the message starts coming through and you go, I know that's not meant for you. I know that's meant for that person back over there. And they're going, no, I don't get that. And and then you close your eyes and you look back over and they're going, yeah. Oh, God. So, but the idea is you take the opportunity, you turn it around, you make the opportunity to understand that all of your audience out there says, well, listen, if he's talking to this guy, then the rest of them have to be there too. And that's the high and the low of it, really.
Did you see what Nicola put?
Hi, Roger.
No.
I'm here. Really love to know what this man is, Roger. Who this man is? Roger.
Yeah. There's no D in my name. Okay. Secondly, I am a psychic medium of over 19 years now.
You'd think you'd have got it right by now, wouldn't you? But
I'm
anyway,
trying. Oh,
hey
Lord.
fans, you just have a listen. Just this is what it's going to be like. You'd imagine a set on stage now, 2 chairs, me and His Royal Highness Roger.
We'll
We'll
just
be
change
sitting
the
there.
spelling of his name. We'll
He's
just-
going to be so reverent
oh,
and sitting
yeah.
there with a glass of water, and
Did you see what else?
I'll be sitting there with a glass of beer, going. I want every aspect of spirit.
Person.
So what? Did you manage to expand on that quickly, Roger? Because we got about 9
She
minutes
said,
left.
Nicola said, yes, I know a person.
Okay.
The
Right.
one that I talked about.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
expand on it?
Well,
I-
I just got the person keeps following her wherever she goes. He walks with a limp. And,
Yeah,
and
Don
he's behind
Haddam
her.
says it's a pirate.
Oh, Jesus. Another comedian.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a comedian, all right. She's funny as heck.
Okay. This is awesome. Okay.
But then, folks, I want you to know, if ever we're in your town or close to your town, come and see us because Paul and I are going to play off each other like crazy.
If we're going to be in your town, it better be a bloody big one.
Yes.
It's got to be a big one. Yeah.
And it has to have a theater. And it has to have radio stations where it can promote us. And but I tell you what, it's something I am wholeheartedly looking forward to.
Me too.
Don Haddam says, "Roar." But actually, that's how she speaks. Because she's Cornish. Right, we love her. Ah! Yeah. Actually, do you know Trudy? That's the way Trudy speaks.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Trudy is the most Cornish lady I have ever met. All right, my lovers, I'm going right now. You look at her and go, I have no idea what you just said. You're
I reckon
beauty
we're
not.
We're going to have to get our passports together.
Well, there is.
You're gonna. You come over here. You're not gonna want to go back.
No, I know.
That's
There
the way
are
it
some
was
people
when I went
in
to
in
Spain.
USA who we can't understand sometimes. You know, and they're speaking English. And
Well,
we,
Faye, I hold you in high regard because I just don't understand how you can understand what Roger's saying half the time.
well, in the beginning of our marriage, it was a little bit crazy because I had to say, "What are you saying?"
See, Trudy's going all
because I
posh
was-
now.
You know, in
Trudy's
Spanish.
going all posh. You can go off people, you know. So, here, it's all. That's what she normally says. Can't wait to go there. I hope it's the south. I hope it's in Chicago. Do you know what? I'd love to be going to the. It's called the Windy City. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yes, it is.
It is when Roger's there.
My,
So
I'm passing a lot of wind.
I have your
Oh,
pasties at the
Lord.
ready. Oh, I'll tell you what. When you guys come over here and you are introduced to a pasty, you're just gonna go, "Oh my gosh, I need to take some of them home." Guys, listen. I can't believe I said to you as soon as I bring Roger and Faye on, something happens to the realm of time, and it just goes boom, like that. We are literally 7 minutes left of the show. I
There's
can't
so
believe
much-
that.
There's so much to
Thank you,
take
everybody.
in. I mean, there's just always so much to take in. I just sit back and relax. Honestly, I don't say much.
Enjoy.
I know I do. I do enjoy.
It's all
it.
about enjoying.
And
You've got
Hogs
Roger and
probably.
Faye coming back to you guys on Saturday morning, 10:30. I've forgotten what time zone you're in.
10:30 Central Time.
10:30
That's
Central,
4:30 GMT time.
4:30 UK or GMT time. So this mug's for you. Make sure you guys are in on part of that on this coming Saturday.
I hope
And
to bring you in too, Paul, when you are available on Saturdays. I know you're awfully busy around that time, but
well,
No,
I
mean-
will. I try my best every opportunity I get to be at least get onto the show to say hi to you guys. But I know you want me to step in, Faye, and keep
Yeah.
him under wraps
I
in the
do.
not too distant future. But I might be needing you guys to do exactly the same thing for me. I'm going to be back on Monday night with Reach Across, and that's the show where we do live reads, one-to-ones, live reads. And so we're going to be doing. I might even do an experiment this week where I bring Roger on, and we'll do reads together.
Wow.
And I'll show you how they're done properly, and then Roger will do his version. And
No.
I'm gonna
Emma
just sit
says,
back
"Thank you
and
for
laugh.
this. Thank you for the story about the book cover. I do hope you find it interesting. I mean, it still blows my mind when I think about it. Make sure you guys support Roger and Faye this coming Saturday. But don't forget, tonight you have Michelle and Amelia coming up with Outer Realms, and that's going to be coming up. And there are another plethora of shows on the network.
Yes.
We've got a couple of minutes before I click the jingle to say goodnight. So, Roger and Faye, have you got any more messages for anybody? Like just normal, like, hey, love to see you, that kind of.
Nicola put on there that her aunt used to walk with a limp.
Right.
Okay. I want to remind everybody Saturday will be on. It's called This Mug's for You, meaning a coffee mug. Okay? And we'll be on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, 4:30 UK GMT time. And join us. Nicola, please join us. You want to know about me? You'll see. Yes.
Well, look, Nicola's now telling me off, telling me to leave you alone. Basically, leave poor wee Roger alone. That means stop picking on you in Irish.
Or
basically.
we? I'm not a we, trust me.
No.
And the answer is, you heard Faye. I followed the ladies. She says no.
Yeah.
So,
Like they say, Paul being a psychic medium, I'm a psychic extra large.
Double extra large.
and I'm a
Thank you,
comedian.
honey.
I'm a comedian, and Roger's not. And so, Roger's a musician.
Say goodnight, Paul.
Good night, Paul. So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic evening, day, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Make sure that you look out for yourself. Put yourself first. It's okay to do that. Communicate, appreciate, and validate all the people in your life that means so much to you. So, medium never has to do it for you. And take time out every day just for you. Take at least 15 minutes out of every day just to switch the world off and take that time for yourself. Okay. And then go to eBay, go to Amazon, go to Waterstones and buy my books.
Absolutely.
Look at that. See,
'Cause he
Faye's like,
needs a Porsche.
no, I need a yacht.
Oh.
So, actually, what I need to do is get the funds together for the next book. So get out there and start buying. Right, guys, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. You guys, thanks for being here. I'm going to say good night. God bless you all. And I will see you. If I don't see you in Roger and Faye's show on Saturday, I'll definitely see you the following Monday. Good night. God bless you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You are listening to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, coming to you live on 105.3 right up to 107.7 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. UPRNtalkradio.com.